Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will get the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
And it's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Wood. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Unloads it left. He's got it. At the 45, on his way. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Defense. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. That's a defense. You hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start to this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Eastern Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Eastern Michigan going fast. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Wicks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes his connection. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The give on the inside. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Eastern Michigan, 7, South Alabama.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They keep attacking through the air. He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback checking off. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Eastern Michigan, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Moffitt. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Here's the handoff. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. Trying to power it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Eastern Michigan, 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moffitt. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
18. And 1st down for the offense.
The back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Gain of 21 on the play. 1st down for the offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. The give from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Eastern Michigan.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moffitt. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Jaguars will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break in half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to keep running. Just trucks through it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Eagles are in the hurry-up.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to pass. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Thorne. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Jaguars are on the move, trying to seal the edge on the right. Pulled down after a gain of 5, it's at the 9-yard line.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. He got it. Touchdown, Jaguars! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll go to the counter. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Eastern Michigan going fast. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On fourth down, going to the air. They get to him as he throws. Hauls it in. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the ground, it's Cook. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Makes the grab on third. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Touchdown, South Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Cook. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He's got it, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They'll run it. And the Jaguars will keep this drive going. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Dobbs. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
3rd down.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And they're able to get back on top of the ball, but they are still in a world of hurt. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Ball's incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Complete downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Feeling some heat. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with his defense and they get the ball back. Movement from the linebacker linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as